M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jackson finding room at the 30. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now let's go.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Swing to the field, right. To the right. Gun.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Switch, hey. 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Then we're going to 53. We're 46.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Switch is hey. Here we go. 41's the whip. Go. Get out there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here you go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore Ravens, what a game they were in at Kansas City last week. Did lose it 27-24, but a heck of a game. And for the Ravens at 7-6, they're still in control of that 6th seed in the AFC.
And that's all that matters, okay? You lose the ball game, but as long as you're still in playoff position and you get to control your own fate, you have to feel good about that. Lamar Jackson had his 4th NFL start, continues to look good in spots, especially when he's running the football. In fact, Baltimore had rushed for over 200 yards in 3 games with him as the starter coming into that one. Joe Flacco's healthy, can't beat him out because they're playing better on offense with Lamar Jackson. I just love how they pushed Kansas City absolutely to the brink before Harrison Butker won it in overtime for KC.
Last 3 games pretty manageable. Tampa Bay and Cleveland at home. They do have to go to the Chargers, however. With Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 46 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 8-5 Dallas Cowboys return their offense to the field here, and they won last week to get to 8-5 over Philly. In that game, they had 576 yards of total offense, so you would think maybe some more points because that's the most yards of offense they've had since 1978.
It is absolutely amazing because you think with that much offense, you're scoring in the 40s.
Yeah.
But instead, it was a defensive battle, found a way to win in overtime. And how about the Amari Cooper trade? Now, let me just say, on the record, I didn't think giving up a 1 was a good move for Dallas. The way it's paying off, it's an excellent move for Dallas. 10 catches, 217 yards, 3 touchdowns, including the game winner off a deflected ball in overtime. He has been sensational for them in recent weeks.
He has, although that deflected game winner that you speak of, a little lucky for Dak and company. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
A right side catch by Crabtree. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now it's Jackson, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Well, one thing neat going on around the NFL again recently this year, we've seen this before, but the My Cause, My Cleats, just a chance for the players to give back to a certain charity that they like and dress up their shoes how they want. I know you saw that a couple weeks ago in your game.
I certainly did. I had the Giants and the Bears, and during this time frame, each team is allowed to designate one home game for My Cause, My Cleats, and that was the Giants' home game. They designated it. And Alec Ogletree had a big game. I mean, he had a pick six for a touchdown, a bunch of tackles, and his cleats were for autism awareness. What a perfect time to put that on stage. His cause, his cleats, and a big game as well.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And this is caught. That one goes for 36 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Prescott on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you know, thinking back to last week around the league, it was one. We've had some crazy weeks this year, Charles, but this was one of the crazier, maybe the craziest week that we've had. You think about the 99-yard run that sort of kicked it all off. Of course, that wild finish in Miami. I mean, we saw a bunch of interesting things.
We certainly did. How about the 3 worst teams by record in the NFL? The Jets, the Raiders, the 49ers all won on the same weekend. We had overtime in Kansas City and in Dallas. And
he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jones. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
46. Under.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Right there, over there. Right there. There you go.
Prescott from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hey, 47. Woo.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a carry for Allen. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff for Dixon. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action now. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of on 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Gun. Let's go, Pete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 60 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains.
He's got him in, complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, first and 10 at their own 23. Now Jackson on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Going deep for Montgomery, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Gun!
Jackson on 1st down. Crabtree with it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Flush to his right. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's caught by Crabtree. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now it's Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Crabtree, once again, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A spin. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.